Thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin barely hanging on once again. It's been some crazy price action lately. Like if you took some losses, a breakout trader probably would have. There's been a bunch of a bull trap and potentially, a wicked bear trap yesterday. So again, you're at the 2017 cycle top. This key support level barely holding, needs to hold to prevent major downside, 16,500 if it breaks. I have to explain this in detail to you so you understand. So you had this, so news came out, right? And the market dumped based on inflation news, CPI, right? Well, then everybody, just think how many people were happy to buy Bitcoin, sub 18,000. Bots, algos, everything's programmed, buy, and they did. But also what was happening, all these bears, they got trapped, and so they were buying Bitcoin, so they were making up their losses by making back the money, buying long, spot long Bitcoin, right? Then you had this huge pump, and it broke out above this trend line that we've been watching for long the breakout to the upside, short the breakout to the downside. That's the easy, simple breakout trading strategy. However, you have to understand that this is like the training wheels of crypto. Okay, and you didn't have a confirmed breakout. You had a bear trap, which you would have counter traded. You would immediately, after it came back up and regained this level, look at all this. Look, bounce, 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 bounce. As soon as that level gets bought up, you're thinking, okay, fake out. So yeah, you didn't nail the absolute bottom, but you made back the losses off of this, potential short trade. Now, understand this. So diagonal trend lines are tough to use trading. There's even a school of traders that doesn't use them. I trade a lot of price action, and I'll trade order blocks where essentially supply and demand. You're looking at key levels of support, right? And so I'm more concerned about when this level is regained or lost. So if you would have got a bearish retest, I would have opened up a short base on that idea. However, I did have an ADA short running, gave back a little bit right here, but ADA is leading the altcoin market as far as downside goes, right? Or was previously. So even while Bitcoin was, and we're going to talk about that in just a second as well. And so the most important thing to remember is you've got a given rule set, but the exceptions to the rules are where you make all your money, because this market is designed to trick you, trap you, and take your money. And so when you can identify a bear trap, a ton of money could have been made. Now, at this point, is this a bull trap right here? You got this trend line has been broken to the downside. So what I'm looking at is if this gets broken, if the bulls don't bounce here, then more downside. But here's the thing, if you do get a bounce here, potentially you can open up a long, because it would be this trend line just not being respected. So if you get that bounce, you open up long ideas, again, breaks the downside, because look how many times this trend line right here has been respected very many times, period. And I showed you guys how to set this alert, the alert on the downside. I showed you go here, you right click, edit horizontal alert. It sent me an email. You got an email notification that, hey, this broke to the downside. I'm thinking, sweet, hey man, I got this ADA short running. That's awesome. And the bulls came in and bought it right back up. So there's a lot more to this. But in the beginning, you have to learn how to walk before you can learn how to run. And I'll teach you both strategies, all the strategies that I know and I use, and even a lot that I don't use, but other people use. It's important to understand that if the entire market is if they're trained a certain way to trade, know what they are trying to do and do it a little bit faster. Or, essentially you're just trying to take their money, right? You're trying to take their money before they take yours. And that's what's important about this, is understand how other traders trade and then counter trade their ideas. So like we completely nailed all this downside right here. We completely nailed this reversal, right? And we made a ton of money on the shorts. Now, my question is, after this bear trap, you have this huge move to the upside, and we killed it on a bunch of longs right here. That's the amazing thing about having a group that runs 24 hours is you've got people watching this market constantly. So if you're at work or you're busy, you can just, I'll show you some of the things posted in group will blow your mind. I'm going to show you in a second. I mean, we've got people I've trained over the years that are killing it. So again, bear trap, right? You open longs based on this idea. As soon as this level is regained, okay? Bull trap, you have a double top. And I mean, essentially, unless this thing comes back out here, breaks out and holds it, that's your long idea. So plan A, plan B, cookie cutter approach. But always the exception is this. And the exception's where I make most of my money. I make a ton of money on the fake outs, right? Because that's where the whales make money and they punish the losing traders. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person, I closed a couple trades in profit, a little under $10,000 in 2 days. So this person, he's an attorney. He said, I made more one night sleeping on your sushi short setup than doing 3 cases as a lawyer, driving 60 to 70 kilometers each time. Dude, we're changing lawyers' lives. How about that? I love this. I'm telling you, this market, when it's going to get so much better and so much easier to trade, but we've found a way to make it real simple for new traders to kill it in this market. This person, 15x on this one trade. Again, here's trades just from yesterday: 68%, 56%, 53%, 32%, 31%. Start hitting these with a couple $1,000s and see what happens. Bang it. I've had so many people rejoining the group and joining the group because of the discount. So we're going to continue that. Can help you. I'll change your life forever, period. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. Pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Bang. And every single day we're posting banger setups, and I've got some of the top traders. Okay, so this idea, and you've got this rising wedge. So this is Bitcoin dominance. And so what his idea is, and he pulls fib times, so he has a good idea on when you'll get the breakouts. Okay, and so he's really like, every day he hits me up and he's like, Chris, check this out, check this out, check. He's really good at timing these moves. And so I have this in my back pocket and I can look, okay, here's approximately when the moves are going to happen. So this helps us with our altcoin trading setups. But falling wedge, so he's looking for a break lower at the time fib 272. All this is explained in the group, but it's simple. If this breaks lower, altcoins are going to have some breathing room. You get a little bit of an altcoin recovery, right? All this right here, altcoin, little mini altcoin run, right? So bad for altcoins when it's headed higher, altcoins bleeding, Bitcoin dominance is this chart. This person shows, so this shows the buy and sell orders and where they're stacked at, right? Based on the brightness of the line. There's a ton of buys down here. You look at this straight white line. There's a ton, and I went in the group, took 2 minutes and grabbed a couple of these charts. This is where we're at. Most people have no idea what these mean, but once you do, you're a game changer. So again, all the buys are stacked down here, right? So there's a ton of support. Like buyers are waiting for this price action. There's a bounce go. Now, this is his price mirror idea. So there are definitely points in time where the charts will mirror each other. And essentially, he mirrored the price of, and this happens. And I could show you quite a few instances where it happens, but with price mirrors, I don't use them because I don't like to use predictive charts. I like to wait for the bull traps and the bear traps and counter trade them. However, like he's latched onto this idea and it's proof. It works. It has a high success rate. It's definitely not perfect. Again, these are just cool things to look at that give a lot of people insight. and very helpful in the group. DXY. Okay, so we were talking about this every day, seems like. So after this, we talked about the DXY previously pulling back and giving the altcoins and Bitcoin some room to run, and it happened. And then after the bounce, you saw downside. Now it's been crazy and it's been all over the place, and you can see like you had these massive price swings on Bitcoin. All the over leveraged longs and shorts got completely destroyed. They got wrecked. So the market makers love to shake out the over leveraged longs and shorts. DXY, this thing has got to move lower if you want to see any type of upside out of the stock market or crypto. So if this thing continues to work higher in the pattern, then looking for more downside out of Bitcoin, altcoins, and the stock market. So end all be all, this is it. Like, don't make this more complicated than it is. I said yesterday, forget the noise. Like, you've got this support level here. The bulls needed a double bottom or more downside, but what happened? The price action came and it bounced, but it's getting rejected right here. So this level, look, you've got low, high, lower, low, and then bounce, and you put in a higher high. This is a very strong level of previous support. Now it's resistance. Now that's where all the sellers are at. If you lose this level, this is a bearish retest of this level, and you can see significant downside based on this idea. Must hold this level or downside. And so again, you've got Bitcoin, lose this level right here, you're coming back down here at least to 18,500. Two, we talked about this exact idea in detail, where you had the little falling wedge on the RSI, falling wedge. Well, the falling wedge broke out to the upside, and you got a breakout, but you didn't get a breakout of the key. This trend line resistance hasn't been broken, and this key level has been lost again. For the altcoins, this thing just rolls over. Altcoins are going to get spanked, period. Remember that altcoins in a bear market, you see 90%, 95%, 98% pullback. So you think a coin's cheap, go see where its top was. Go see where its top was, and you take 95 or 98% of that. And that's when you want to look to start to pick up potentially some of these altcoins. But if you want any type of altcoin upside, I want to see a breakout of this pattern and then midterm hold ideas. And then it's like, hey, let's get all the crypto news, because the crypto news starts coming out. Because the biggest holders of these coins are the developers. They're not going to release a ton of good news right now when it's not going to move the price. They're the biggest holders. They make the most money when the news pumps the coins. This whole thing, crypto in general, is a cash grab. These developers make a ton of money, and then they sell the freaking top. They build it up, hype it up, pay people to hype it up. I mean, a lot of reasons why a ton of stuff in this market shouldn't be able to happen. A lot of people lose a lot of money in this market because they just, hey, this is the next big thing. This is it. AI or metaverse, and then the coins, the developers of the coins just sell at the top and essentially walk away. ADA. I was in an ADA short and actually gave back a little bit right here, but ADA has been leading the market to the downside. Now, remember when the market took off, altcoins, ADA actually started. It was one of the large caps that started this move, right? Remember when ADA was 10 cents? This is the last bear market, July 21st. You had ADA run from $1. I'm sure you remember this. You had ADA run from $1 to $3, and that was like the glory days. Like everybody, ADA's going to change the world. ADA's going to change the world. ADA's going to change the world, and it just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping. I made 36% off my short. And ADA is dropping and leading the market again to the downside. This thing, you could see 26 cents or lower out of ADA over time. There's held the coin for years and years, and essentially they're right back where they started from. If you do not take profits, if you do not take your money, other people are going to take your money, period. Solana. This is a coin I want you to watch because it looks a lot like ADA. You've got a descending triangle. This thing is supposed to break lower. If it breaks lower, you're going to see, you can see $11.76 out of Solana or less. And remember, Solana was one of those coins just kept running and running. Let me zoom out real quick. This thing, I mean, look at the run up. That's what this market does. It was $1.75, ran up to $254, hit it 254x. And now here it is down to $30 and could see $11. I mean, that's another 66% loss. You cannot hold the coins in this market. You will get your teeth cooked in. I'm telling you, want to be diamond hand superhero? This is not the game to play for you, right? There'll be a time when we want to hold these coins and we want to make a ton of money, but we want new money to start coming in. It's going to be so much easier. Right now, if you're watching this channel, you're diehard crypto. You're going to make it just based on the fact that you're here now. Everybody else, they don't even want to look at this market. They're over it. You know, a lot of people got devastated, like Celsius, like there's so many, Luna, UST, so many people get caught up in some bad situations and they're done. I mean, they lose life savings. You guys being here, give yourself a pat on the back because you're going to make it to the next bull rally and you'll have this bear market under your belt and you'll be successful. Make sure, keep watching this channel. Keep you guys updated very often. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.